We are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Tanika Shanetta, the plus-size doll. Do you like to shop online but hesitate because of the uncertainty about sizing and the quality of some items? Have you came across an outfit that you love to rock, but girl, you want to know more about the company and how their items run first? I get it. Check out Tanika Shanetta, the plus-size doll on YouTube for the latest updates in plus-size fashion and styles. She does the reviews that you can use. Timing is of the essence, but she will reach out to any company if she's not already signed with them. And get that item or a similar item to try it on first and provide that honest review on sizing, quality, and shipping. She does it all, and often can get a discount code exclusively for her subscribers. So subscribe now and shop with confidence, knowing if you would size up, size down, or true to size. She also reviews wigs, bundles, hair products. Like I said, she does it all. Measurements are in the description as well as the contact information for business inquiries or collabs. So subscribe today to be a part of the dollhouse where everything is big, bold, and beautiful. The link is in the description box down below.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing up. Today, I was saying, hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Today is Friday, October the 15th, 2021. We're going to talk about this new awareness of Julius Jones. And we're going to make sure we're going to get the awareness out there. Thank you guys for showing up. Make sure you hit the thumbs up as you come in the building. You guys know we're trying to build our channel back up to where it kind of went left last week. So make sure you hit the thumbs up as you come in to help the algorithm. We got to do that. And I should have asked them about that. And then also share. Let me see who's all in the building. It is Friday. Today is payday, so I know where everybody's at. We got Lisa Taylor, Katrina's in here, Ruby Turner's in here, Barbara Cohen, LaKendra McCrae, Sonia Watts, Batcave, D Diva, Zena, Wanda. We got Alicia is in the building, Barbara Downey is in here. Nancy LaRose. D Diva R. Yes. Alavera is in here. Who else we got in here? Lisa Taylor, Batcave, Sonia Watson, Cherie Johnson, Prayer Rewrites the Story is in the building. How you doing? I haven't seen you in the building. Good evening to you. Prayer Rewrites the Story. What state is this man in? He's in Oklahoma. And I have never heard of this case before. You're going to hear about what's going on. And, I heard some stuff. I guess the situation happened about 20 years ago. And I was trying to do some research, you guys. And I'm going to share with you what I found. And I guess there's this late night show that did a segment on it last month ago. Can't remember what the guy's name was. But he told the whole story all in a nutshell. It was unbiased, unfair. He had a public defender to help him. They just dropped the ball. They were just like, we closed. They didn't ask questions. They had people that said that they have done the crime. He did not look like the person. They had statements that he was not even there. And he's always said that he's innocent. They have given him a pardon, and they still want to execute this young man on November the 18th. There is a site set up. I thought I had kept the thing so you guys could have just went and clicked on it. I'm going to try to get it again. But let's see. Okay, I know a great criminal defense attorney already got several people off. He's in Oklahoma. He's in Oklahoma City. I am going to share. Hey, JoJo, baby. And I see Candy Richardson done came in here. Tina Zan done showed up. Sugar Mama done showed up. Crystal Power done showed up. How you guys doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Latina Davis is in here. Curly McCoy is in the building. I'm serious, you guys. Freddie Johnson done showed up. Thank you, Freddie. She said she loved me some SP. And Marsha Poole. Thank you, guys. So when I Googled his name, and you guys can do the same thing, I went and signed the petition because I'm not going to tell you guys to go sign the petition. And I don't know nothing about it. But I signed it. My name popped up, so I know it went through. I usually don't like to go through those things. And, but they say 8 facts. They got more than 6.3 million people, and they're counting, trying to say, do not execute this young man. Now, we don't know the whole entire story, but he's gotten clemency. He's got a pardon, and they're like, no, we're going to give him an execution date, and it's November the 18th. So we are going to make awareness. They've got 8 facts about him. His name is Julius Jones. Julius Jones. He's an innocent man on death row in Oklahoma. It said he has spent more than half of his life in prison for a crime he's always said he did not do. Okay? So the update on September the 13th at 2:50 p.m. in Oklahoma, Oklahoma's Pardon and Parole Board voted 3-1 to commute Julius Jones' death sentence to life in prison. So when they say commute, when he get a pardon, September the 13th, 2021, September the 13th, he did. The board voted. It's a recommendation that will now go on to Governor Kevin's site for consideration. I believe in the death penalty cases. There should be no doubt, and put simply, I have doubt in this case, said Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board Chairman. He says there is doubt in this case. This is the person that just said that. Let me read it again to you guys. You guys hear what I'm saying? I believe in the death penalty case. There should be no doubt, and put simply, I have doubt in this case, said Oklahoma Pardon and Parole Board Chairman Adam Luck of the recommendation. I cannot ignore those doubts, especially when the stakes are life and death. So that is one. Then they say Julius Jones has been on death row in Oklahoma for 19 years in a 1999 murder. He's always said he had no parts in it. Mr. Jones, who is represented by the federal attorney Dale and Amanda Bass, was convicted and sentenced to death at the age of 19 and has now spent half of his life in prison waiting to be executed for a crime that new and compelling evidence suggests he did not commit. You guys make sure you push the share button. Please share. As we go through this, it's more than 6.3 million people have signed this petition for Jones, and he's fighting to prove his innocence in the killing of a young man named Paul Howell. He was a businessman in Edmond, Oklahoma. And if you know anything about Edmond, Oklahoma, it is predominantly white. And I'm going to tell you about some things going on there. Now, this is not no black and white thing, you guys, but in this case, it almost is. So I'm just letting you guys know. I know some people are going to get offended, but in this case, it is because of the people that put him in jail, the police, the DA, and all that was happening, the names that was called and things. So I'm going to share some of that stuff if I can find it again, because I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe what I was hearing and what I was reading. You guys understand what I'm saying? Despite this, Oklahoma Attorney General requested that Mr. Jones' execution be scheduled for October 28th. His is one of 7 execution dates requested by the state to be carried out in the next 6 months. If approved, they will be the first executions to take place in Oklahoma since 2015, after a series of botched executions resulted in a statewide memorandum. Okay, here's what you need to know about this case. Here's number 1. Before we do any speculations, I want you guys to know Julius Jones was at home having dinner with his parents and sister at the time of the murder. However, his legal team failed to present his alibi at his original trial. They did not tell them where he was at. They did not tell him his mother was there, his sister was there. His trial attorney did not even call Mr. Jones' family members to the stand. You guys understand what just happened? I don't see you guys. I see you in the building, but I don't see you. SP, I believe you courts do that sometimes. Yeah. They do. Okay. So, the second thing that we all need to know. Let me see here. Mr. Jones did not match the description of the person who committed the crime, which was provided by a sole eyewitness. The person who killed Mr. Howard was described as having 1 to 2 inches of hair, but Mr. Jones had a shaved head. Okay? That's the second thing. The eyewitness said this person had 1 to 2 inches of hair, maybe there to there. Okay? And you could tell a clean, brand new shaved head to somebody that's got hair 1 to 2. Okay? You'll know the difference. Here's number 3. A man named Christopher Jordan matched the eyewitness hair description, but claimed only to have been the getaway driver. and not the shooter at the trial. He was the state's star witness against Mr. Jones. So Mr. Christopher turned state evidence against Julius for the state. You know, he said, I was just a getaway person. And Julius Jones did this. But since he was the getaway driver, they gave him a little bit of time off or whatever. Okay. Now, in exchange, this is what it says for his testimony that Mr. Jones was the shooter. You have to say Mr. Jones is the shooter to get this little time off of you. So Mr. Jordan was given a plea deal for his alleged role as the getaway driver. He served 15 years in prison, and today he is free. Okay? Come on, you guys, share. I'll wait. Did anybody share the live? We gotta get our family in here. We got 66 in the house. Come on, you guys, let it happen. 3 people incarcerated with Mr. Jones. This is the number 4th one. Biden said he's not executing anyone. Okay, well, we'll see when it comes up. We'll see. Biden said he's not executing. November 18th, get here, and then we'll be looking at that one case. Remember, we did that one case, and they was like, oh, no, they stopped it. They freezed it or whatever. And we was like, oh, happy. We was like, yeah, we was all in here. We was all happy. We was waiting and everything. Everybody went home. And when everybody went home, do anybody remember that? Everybody went home. Guess what? They took him and they executed him. Did that not happen, or was I the only one in here? I remember that. If you remember that situation, I can't remember what state it was. I believe it was in either Alabama or Atlanta. It was in Alabama or Atlanta. Thank you for the super chat, Don. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So you guys do remember that. So I've got some people in the house saying they remember it. I think they made a movie about that. Yeah, they did. Yes, it did happen. I shared. Thank you, Crystal. Yep. Set execution date. Yep. I remember that. Candy says she remembered. Freddie says she remembered. It was in Alabama, she says. Yes, I remember that. Sexy Grandma said it. Lisa Taylor says she remembered. Sonia Joseph, Tinky R, she remembered. Thank you, Latina, for sharing. Carolyn said yes. I know you guys remember that. That was just, man, I felt like terrible. That was like, because after you click that button and you executed him, everybody's all happy. Now, are you happy if it wasn't that person? You just killed somebody. That's what you did. You just killed somebody. Now, did that make you feel good just killing somebody? You know, I don't believe that they slept any peacer than they would the night that he was still waiting or should had a hearing or hear all the information. But that's what they did. If you guys don't remember, I could tell you what happened. We were following the case. We all signed the petition, and they came and said, there's a stay. It's called a stay or something. STAY, a stay. That means they're not going to execute him. And we were like, yay. We were so happy. We came on. We was like, y'all, da-da-da-da-da. And next thing I know, we all went to bed because now you got time to get a fair trial. Hear what everybody is saying. There was somebody else that said that they did the crime. And they just might as well say they did the crime. Some people do that. They get caught in doing something else and they say, I might as well tell everything I done did because now I feel kind of bad. Somebody's finna die for something. And I'm going to tell you something. People go to jail for stuff like that all the time. And I know this to be true because my uncle, he went to prison allegedly for killing somebody. Now, here's the thing. He didn't kill somebody, but somebody he was very close to did. And we all knew who that was. So there's innocent people go to jail all the time. And he spent a long time in jail for something he did not do. So I know innocent people go to jail all the time. Now he was protecting somebody. So it kind of, you get what you get if you want to protect somebody. But I'm just telling you, innocent people go to jail all the time. That's the only reason why I brought it up. I'm not saying it's right because he protected somebody else from going to jail. I'm just saying innocent people go to jail. And I don't know how you can come up with 12 or 13 people that say without a doubt when this was not even the right person. That's like saying right now, we got a young lady in here, Tinky R. Oh, Tinky R, that's Tinky R on it. Everybody, yeah, Tinky R did this. Yeah. 13 people. I'm in agreement with you. Yep. Nothing's adding up. It couldn't add up because that person wasn't even there. But somehow you got it to add up to make sense, which it must not be physical evidence. It must not be no DNA. It must not be an eyewitness that could see. It must be hearsay, she said, and you can go to jail for that. So I'm going to share with you what they're saying. It says 3 people incarcerated with Mr. Jordan at different times. At different times, you guys have said and sworn affidavits that says that Mr. Jordan told each of them that he committed the murder and framed Mr. Jones. None of these 3 men have met Mr. Jones before, and they do not know one another, and none of them have been offered a shorter sentence or incentives in exchange for disclosing Mr. Jordan's confession. Tina says, I do remember that. I forgot where it was. Yeah, it happened. We all sit there and said, well, he's got a pardon. They can't kill him when he's got a pardon. This young man's got a pardon already, and they still got a date for him. Actually, after they had the pardon, they gave him the date. If I may be wrong, but I think that's how it was told. It says Mr. Howard, a white man, was killed in a predominantly white neighborhood immediately. Then the district attorney, Bob, characterized the crime as an act of violence committed by a black man fueled by drugs. This narrative was perpetrated by the media coverage. Okay, number 2, the officer who arrested Mr. Jones called him the N-word and dared him to run, then implied he would shoot him if he did. Okay? So I guess he said, N, you better not run. Number 3, 11 out of 12 jurors at Mr. Jones' trial was white, and 1 juror referred to Mr. Jones by the N-word and suggested that he be taken out behind the courthouse and shot. Wow. The 4th thing, 1/3 of the district attorney Macy's death penalty convictions have been overturned due to prostitutional misconduct. Many of those whose convictions were vacated are black people to date. 10 people sentenced to death in murder cases in Oklahoma have been exonerated. So, from the district attorney, 1/3 of the people that he convicted has been overturned due to his misconduct. Many of those whose convictions were of Black. 10 people sentenced to death in murder cases in Oklahoma has been exonerated. So they had some bad people going on in the DA, putting people. I think what they called him is they called him cowboy or something. That's what I got from somewhere, and I can't remember, but it says, here's what you can do. Here's what you can do. These are the things that you can do to support Julius Jones' fight for justice. First thing you can do is go and sign the petition and demand justice in his case. So they have a petition. You can find his petition by following Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and also on YouTube, because I just Googled it. I put in justice for Julius, Julius, and next thing I know, it popped up. I signed it. It just asked me my name, my last name, sign the petition. If I wanted to make a comment or something, a reply, I did that. And it says, donate to Justice for Julius to help keep his fight going. Learn more about his case on this special edition of 2020. So there's a special edition on 2020 if you want to learn more about the case. Then there's people on Instagram that is talking about this case, and you can leave a comment. It says, thank you for visiting us. You can learn more about how we consider cases here. Please avoid sharing any personal information in the comments below, and join us in making this a hate speech free, safe space for everyone. And I did leave a comment down below. So, and as I was looking, there was other cases there. And I don't know if he's got more, if he's got kids or whatever. I don't know that. Yes, SP, you was on the phone with the mother and she was highly upset. Yes, we did go live. I didn't blame her. If it was my child, I would be upset also. Was we on the phone with the mother? I don't remember. I know it was like, no, I remember it was like, I just got some confirmation that they just took him out, and I was like, no. Anyway, well, it's good. It will get national attention on 2020. It's been done before, and let me see here. Thank you, loving God. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And you guys know we got our super chat back. We've been down for a week. We got a super chat back. We got to build. We just been way off track.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I want to thank you once again for the super chat. Thank you. And that was Loving God. Thank you, Loving God, for giving us the super chat. Now let's see. I'm gonna see if there's anything else I can share with you guys. We got a very small crowd today, but let me see. If anybody knows anything about this case, Please share it, share. Oh, the U.S. Sun has it explained. Who is Julius Jones and why is he on death row in Oklahoma? And this was dated September the 13th. So he is 2 decades serving time behind bars for a crime he insists he didn't commit while attending college in Oklahoma. Now, the 40-year-old prisoner was sentenced to death in 2002. A hearing was held for Jones at 10 a.m. on Monday, September the 13th. Julius Jones was 19-year-old student at the university when he was considered as the prime suspect in the killing. Okay, let me go out because we've got some information coming in. Let me see, how do I get to it? I'm gonna have to go all the way out to get to it. And we were requested to talk about this case, you guys. So this is just not a case I just go, oh, let's just, you know what I'm saying? And when someone wants us to talk about this case, we definitely going to try to talk about it. You guys understand what I'm saying? Let me find where it's saying this at. Thank you, Betty. I see Betty's in the building. Thank you, Betty. Misty Blue, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. She sure missed those red pants. Ooh, you seen them red pants, didn't you? And Betty, thank you for the super chat. And Sugar Mama, thank you for the super chat. You guys know we need it. Thank you for the super chat. We have been down for a while. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So we've got a little bit of information here. So let me see. So right now it is going up because last time I was on there, they're getting ready to hit 6.4 million, but it's 6,391,712 people have signed. They are trying to get to 7 million, 7.5 million, three-quarters of a million people to sign. This is the biggest petition ever been signed before. I'm just letting you guys know. So let me see if I can get the link. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the link. Okay. I'm going to get the link and I'm going to put the link in the chat for you guys. Okay. So I'm going to get the link. I'm going to come back and put it in the chat. And then there's something else that our searchers are looking for that you guys need to. And then I am going to, let me see if I can pin it. I'm going to pin it up there too. So if you want to sign the petition, that's where you go and sign the petition at. And let me get the last information that was out there before I come back in here. Let me see. Where are you at? Okay. I don't know where. Okay. Okay. There it is. Let me see here. Hey, I stepped out a minute. You all right? Oh, you stepped out. You went and signed the petition. Yeah, they sent it to me twice. Okay, that's what they did. Okay, so let me finish reading you guys what was going on. So, Julius Jones was a 19-year-old student at the University of Oklahoma when he was considered as the prime suspect in the killing of the 45-year-old businessman, Paul. He was on the verge of gaining a basketball scholarship when he was arrested and charged with the murder in August of 1999. Accordingly to the OU Daily News in 2002, he was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death at just 22 years of age. The black inmate has spent over 20 years proclaiming his innocence, and a change.org petition, which has gathered over 6 million signatures, claim he spends 23 hours a day in solitary confinement as he awaits his fate. The petition, titled Julius Jones is Innocent, Don't Let Him Be Executed by the State of Oklahoma, details his living conditions on death row and hopes to help stay the execution of Jones. So that's what it's called when you're trying to stop the execution. It's a state of stay. It's called the stay. This means the Pardon and Parole Board will need 3 out of 5 yes votes for Jones to be recommended for commutation. Oh, he's a nice looking young man. Yeah, that's sad. If at least 3 of the 5 board members vote to recommend the commutation, the final decision to be made by Governor Kevin Sight. As of September the 13th, 2021, 2 p.m., 3 out of 5 of the parole boards have voted yes. So they did vote yes, but every minute we wait to take action, Julius is suffering, the petition says. Every second that goes by brings Julius closer to being executed for a crime he did not commit. Why is he on death row? Well, arrest and charged with the murder in 1999 when Howell was shot in his 1997 GMC Suburban, less than 20 miles away from Jones' home. Howell's sister described the shooter as a black man wearing a stocking cap with half an inch of hair hanging out. His attorney, Dale, told OU Daily in December 2019. 3 suspects interviewed by Edmonton police pinned Jones and a high school basketball teammate, Christopher Jordan, as the alleged carjacking murderers. Despite a lack of evidence to directly connect Jones to Howell's killing, he was sentenced to death and 40 years in prison in 2002. Jordan was the state's key witness against him, and advocates for Jones say his case has been tainted by racial discrimination. We have seriously concerns by the way the evidence was collected, handled, and stored, Botch says, claiming that Jones was targeted by self-proclaimed car thugs and a gang member. Despite an argument that Jordan would serve 30 years in exchange for his testimony, he walked free after serving half of his time, according to an overview of his case on justiceforjuliusjones.com. In this way and many others, Mr. Jones' rights under the state and federal constitution has been violated, and his conviction and death sentence should be overturned. The description reads, meanwhile, Jones remained locked up at the Oklahoma City Penitentiary. He filed for clemency in October 2019 after exhausting all of his options to fight the death penalty. As God is my witness, I was not involved in any way in the crimes that led to Paul being shot and killed. His clemency report said, as reported by OU Daily. Okay, we're going to get a call come in. I told him, okay. As God is my witness, I have spent the past 20 years on death row for a crime I did not commit, did not witness, and was not at all. Kim Kardashian West has helped put the spotlight back on Jones' case years after it disappeared from the headline. In November, she paid Jones a visit in jail a little over a year after she brought attention to his case. So Kim Kardashian has helped on this case. His case gained renewed interest after Kim posted pictures with Julius' mother. Oh, okay. The reality TV star shared her photos of her trip to Oklahoma on Instagram and revealed that she also spoke with Jones' mother, Madeline, and his family at a Baptist church that same day. The criminal justice advocate also revealed that Jones broke down in tears when he lamented about how he missed out on taking his sister Antoinette to the prom because of his wrongful conviction. I'm so thankful for the most supportive freedom fighters for Julius Jones, she wrote in her photo capture. We won't stop until we get justice. Okay, you guys. Oh, there's just a little bit more. On October the 16th, Kardashian West urged her followers to write Oklahoma's Pardon and Parole Board, as well as Governor Kevin, to ask for clemency for Jones. She also shared a link to his Advocacy website saying, please help by asking the board and at governor's site to give careful and thoughtful consideration to his petition. Her call to action has attracted the attention. Superstar athletes included NFL quarterback Baker Mayfield and NBA star Russell Westbrook, both of whom have written letters to Oklahoma Governor site in supporting of Jones' clemency. Okay, you guys. It is impossible to conclude that Julius received a fair and impartial treatment. That is what the football star Baker Mayfield said. He said that June 22nd. And that's all I have. Anybody has anything that they want to say? If you want to come up and share, we're always welcome to have you come up if you want. And I will put the link up on here so you guys can share it. Come up if you want. You don't have to show your face, and you can share what you think about what's going on. I am going to read the comments and wait for the call that is supposed to be coming in. Okay. Hey, T-Star, how you doing? Kim Kardashian was working on this case. Yep. I just signed it, she says. Okay. We got to get it up to 7.5 million. Yes, we do. Thank you, Afaterica. Thank you for signing in. What else? We will be probably we'll make a little something to share the information and keep it out there all the way up until November the 18th, you guys. But you don't want to wait until the last day. Please don't wait till the last day, you know. So there was information that I knew I wouldn't be able to share with you guys. I'm not a fan of the Kardashians, but that was an awesome Kim. Me too. I'm not either. I used to be, but she's now an attorney, I guess. I guess she passed the bar. And she has been helping advocate for some of these people that has not got a rightful trial. Matter of fact, I don't know where to find it, but I'm gonna tell you, I read it for myself. They said when his attorneys was ready to, how when we did the mock trial and you do, to call your witnesses, they didn't call the witnesses. They didn't ask no questions. They just sat there and they was like, okay, we're closed, we're done. They didn't put no effort into it. So, jurors was like, what? And you got jurors in there going, oh, let's just put the N in the back of the courtroom and let's just take them out. So people in there going, I'm going to go with whatever you say. You know what I mean? Because I live next door to you, or I don't want you to go and tell somebody I said this, or I didn't want that, or whatever. I'm just, you know what I mean? And the judge heard what was said, and you can't do that. You back then you couldn't do it, and you were doing it. And they said that somebody was named Cowboy. I need to go back and hear the same story. Was this a public defender? Yes, it was. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for signing it. Bullied in the jury room. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. All in a nutshell. There was a bully in the jury room. So some people was like, I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go home because this nutcase knows where I live. They know my real name. And they acting all crazy. Like, if you don't go with what we say, I'm you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Zena. She said she went and signed it. Thank you very much. The deliberation room. Yes. It's like when that's why it was so important for us to do that mock trial. We learned so much about the mock trial and how people can be in there. And the only good thing about when we did the mock trial, we let whoever believe whatever they believe. I don't know if nobody came back and said, okay, well, Freddie was in there and Freddie said this. I don't know. I never heard nothing about what was said in there. Thank you, Shay. Hey, this is SP.
Hi, SP. This is Lisa.
How you doing?
I'm good. I got 2 minutes. I'm cheating right now. So look, I just wanted to, hey, mods, hey, chat, hey, everybody. So I just wanted to tell everybody, if somebody who work in the legal field, if you all can please sign that petition. We got enough black men, sorry, in the penitentiary, in the legal system that's innocent. But not only are they're sitting there as innocent human beings, but now we got one who's innocent for 20 years, gave the government 20 years of his life, and now they're going to kill him. So I just wanted to come on and thank you for at least putting it out and encourage everybody in the chat, if they can, to please sign a petition, and we can all feel like we saved life.
Right.
All right, so I gotta go. I'm cheating. I gotta go back to court.
All right. Thank you. Okay. And you guys heard what she said. She works for the legal system. So there's a lot of people that knows the case a lot better than I do. And they want the information. They want the people to reach out. Now, thank you, Crystal. Thank you for signing. Let me see. Did I miss anybody else? Crystal says she signed it. Barbara said she signed it. Thank you, Barbara. Why convict somebody? Marcia, thank you, Marcia, for signing it. Thank you, Shay Faye. Zena, thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Leslie says, how and where do I sign? I put the link up there in the room. I don't know if you see it. Sometimes you can see it and sometimes you can't. Let me see if I still got it up here. And maybe you can say, do I go out and sign it? Yes, you go out and sign it. It's more important. It's more important. Yes, go out and sign it. I got it pinned up at the top, but let me see if I could put it up there again. I'll put it back in there because sometimes people can't see. So I'll put it right there. That's where you can go and sign it at, right there. Yeah, go out and sign it. Go sign it. We need everybody to sign it. Thank you, Paula. Yeah, don't worry about here because you can always hit a replay. If we don't sign it and we say, oh, we're going to sign it later or whatever, and you don't, and they do it, okay, then sometimes we be part of the problem, you guys. There's no reason to have a channel that we can't. I mean, if you believe that it can help, sign, and you believe what's been, what's going on, sign it. If you don't believe, then don't sign it. Don't worry about it, okay? Thank you, Kitten. You know what I'm saying? There's no pressure. You don't have to believe or whatever. I believe that Elise needs a new trial. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get a new trial if you kill. But you guys got to understand, when it comes to certain things like this, I believe that I don't believe in the death penalty, period. Because I believe that people make a lot of mistakes when it goes to court. Certain things you can say, certain things you can't say. You got to say it like this. You can't say it like that. Certain things be left out because you didn't put it in and you didn't record it at the right time, or somebody didn't sign something. And then all the real information and facts you don't get to hear. You get to hear somebody's narrative, which you got to make an agree. You got to be come up with should I say yes, let's kill this person or not? Now, when it comes to you going to jail 10, 20, 30 years, I can agree to something like that. I can agree to that. But when it comes to the death penalty, I can't agree to it because I already see the mistakes, you guys. And I'm never going to be a part of those mistakes. I'm just not. Because unless you were there, and you're able to share with me, or I got some inside information and I know that you did that, that's good. Thank you, Latina. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry, I was trying to hit Queen and not the King. You're good. I want to make sure everybody know that we are going to have a mob meeting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Time. It is a mob meeting. Everybody's welcome to come. But we're trying to learn if we've got where our members will be able to only be active. I don't know. We pushed the button. We already said it. So, I mean, if you're not in your mod, show up because you can come on the panel and speak. But we want to make it where our members are getting their perks. We said that you were going to get perks, and I'm trying to see if this will work. I don't know. Maybe I learned something, maybe I didn't. So that's maybe a good reason why things happen. I needed to learn some stuff. Hey, Avalanche, thank you. Aviance. I say Avalanche. Aviance. Thank you. Thank you guys for sharing. And okay, it is Friday. There is 11 guys said, I already signed it. Thank you. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's really not a lot of new information. I have still been following the Gabby case. You guys know I have. Thank you, Itzy, for signing it. Thank you. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming on over here, keeping us in your hearts and your mind. Thank you very much. So we just need our whole channel to come on back, and we're going to get it. We're going to get it. If we got to go get a whole new crew again like we did before, we'll get it again. You know what I'm saying? But it is Friday, and usually Fridays is everybody got that money and they be burning their pocket. They got to go pay them bills, and then they want to do a little eating and stuff. I just got the price of what it's going to cost to get my truck out of the shop, and it's triple what I thought it was going to cost. But it's all good. Hey, Big Mama, how you doing? Nobody but God is the taker of life. I did get a little text message before I got here. Let me read it and see if I can share it with you. It's about an old case now that I'm seeing Big Mama in the house. Let me see. Let me see if I need to make a phone call. Okay. Fake investigator. Me assisted in turning in Christina, the 15-year-old in Philly, who did the shooting. When I tell you this, I don't know what she's talking about. Okay. I'm gonna have to look it up and see what they're talking about. That case in Philly. All right. Hey. Let me see. Haven't been on following other ones for the Bryant Laundrie case. Yeah, the Bryant Laundrie case is really out there. It's getting a lot of attention, awareness. It's really done overwhelmed me. I'm done unless they find him. Other than that, I don't want to hear about who's looking. They looked under this rock today. They looked under that rock tomorrow. I'm just done with it. Really, I'm just being honest, I mean, when you do find him, you're going to arrest him for using unauthorized card. So what else? Unless you're going to save it until you get him arrested, which we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Valerie said, I signed and called governor office and we'll call back to Monday. I sure will too. Because they put me on this one thing and I was on hold for a long time. And then it just hung up. So I think there's something washy about that. That's why I left a reply. He deserves at least another chance in the courts. Yes, he does. Yeah, if you're going to tell it all. Tell the whole truth. It is a bit much anymore. Exactly, 456 Casino. I still follow about the boys and that a little girl from Tennessee. Yes, you talking about the Summer Wells case? Yes. But it gets to be like, if you're not going to arrest somebody for actual what they've done, I don't care to hear about such and such went to the store and such is having coffee. I'm not saying make stuff up or anything. I'm just saying, if you're going to report something that is really earth-shaking move, or somebody actually seen him and got him on video of him moving around or driving, or he stopped or he rented a car. So don't tell me, oh, we went out searching. Okay, follow you for what? Go look for what? Because you've got an instinct. Yeah, we all do. We all do. Matter of fact, every time when I leave my house, I kid you not, when I leave my house, this is what I do. I'm going down the street. I don't care if Pooh Bear with me, my husband with me, or whatever. When I'm looking at homeless people, I'm looking at people with backpacks on them that just got off the bus or just got off the plane or walking down the street. I'm looking at them. Could it be? Because guess what? They did come through Kansas. They sure did. Actually, they came through Wichita. And you know what they say? A person always come back. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm going to tell you why you guys, they're not going to find them. They're hiding in plain sight. He's hiding in plain sight. He might be out there looking for himself with them. He's hiding in plain sight. You ain't got to agree with me. You don't have to agree. I'm just telling you. You know what I'm saying? He might be just right across the street, just with his popcorn and just looking at it. I'm serious. He's the type of man, and I'm going to be honest with you, he's the type of man that if he shaved his beard, put on a wig, put some lipstick on, ain't nobody going to look. Who's going to know? He's just going to be an ugly looking woman, but who's going to know? They're not going to say nothing to him. And he knows this. And he'll probably write a book about it. How he walked around with not a care in the world, went to the store, got his groceries, got the rent in somebody else's name. He just sitting there watching, looking, smiling and grinning. I just have a feeling he's dead. No, you have a feeling he's dead. Cowards don't do that. Cowards don't take themselves out. But that is your thought. Yep. And Afroterica, you're welcome to have your thought. That's fine. You're welcome to have your thought. If you think that he gonna take himself out, that man, he ain't gonna take himself out. Now, did you guys hear? And I'm gonna get off of here. We're 1 hour into our lives already. But I had heard, the latest I had heard, the only information that is even somewhat of information to share with you guys, there was another person that they found dead in that area at the Teton site or something. Did you guys hear that? Why ain't nobody saying he did that? What about all those other murders that are going on? You know what I'm saying? It was a man. They found a man found dead. Could he? You see what I'm saying? It's just weird that all of a sudden, oh, it was a suicide. She said it was a suicide. I don't know. So people just going to the park now to kill themselves, right? Yes, they did. I don't know. It just, everything, I think sometimes just like they got this almost $1 million manhunt for this man because he used some unauthorized cards. Okay, you're not telling the whole thing, and I know that you can't, but still yet. Yesterday in Iowa, there was a man to kill his whole family. I believe that they are really looking for a serial killer, to be honest with you. That's what I believe. And they can't stop the man, and they don't want everybody to panic when they should just come out and tell the people what he done did. Brian is at his family member's house. No, because Dog, the hunter, Dwayne Dog, he went to the sister's house, knocked on the door. She didn't answer, though. That's the latest news. That's the news. Dog went to the sister's house and knocked on the door. Well, you know what's so funny about it? When I went to the door, when I went to Texas and knocked on the door, people got mad at me. And you know what's so funny? They said, Dog, he got no right to detain him. He can't arrest him. He can't stop him. He can't do anything. Only thing he can do is the same thing you and I do. Make a phone call and say, hey, he's here. That's the only thing Dog can do. He's out of his district. And it's not like he ain't jumped no bond or anything, so he can't. Nobody done hired him to do, you know what I'm saying? He's just helping as much as he can with the experience he has and the technique and the equipment that he has, which I totally thankful. But sometimes some people are doing this to get the money and get get their name back out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. If he be able to do it, it'd be really good. If he don't, that's cool. Only thing we can do is try. I don't hate nobody to try. I don't care, you're a bad person, good person, or whatever, trying to find them. But I do believe one thing, you guys, and we're going to talk about this, because every now and then we do need to come together and talk about these high profile cases that's not really going nowhere, but we still need to share what we all know, and that will be Monday, about these cases, okay? Like any case you want to bring up, let's do it Monday. Did you get my mess about DB? Nope. I didn't get your message about DB. What about DB? Share. What's going on with DB? They are quick to rule out suicide just to close certain cases. Yep. See, when you can't find them, but I tell you what, it's, oh Lord, they talking about Biden doing something. I don't know. They did say that, if you guys didn't know, I'm getting ready to get off here, but you guys didn't know that President, what's his name, Carter? Not Carter, but Clinton. He's in the hospital. They say it's not one of those COVID cases. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm just gonna say the word one time, so it ain't all about that. But he was in the hospital yesterday. So I'm just letting you guys know. If you didn't know, if you don't watch the news, now you know. Clinton, Bill Clinton. Thank you, Bill Clinton. He's in the hospital, but it has nothing to do with respiratory problems. Okay. I don't know what he's in there for. So his name is on the list. Whose name is on the list? Something about the timeline for him to have killed that couple was not really lining up, but anything was possible. Yes, I think a lot is possible. Yes, they said suicide. They said suicide about the guy. The guy commit suicide. Yeah, but what, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot of people there. What, did the two women commit suicide too? They commit suicide. Why would they commit suicide? Because he wrote a letter or something, or the gun was in his hand or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the only thing you have to do is just put their hand on it and do it, and then leave. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they commit suicide. He probably needed some more money. I don't put nothing past somebody that their fiance is gone and he's gone. I mean, she's gone, passed away because somebody strangulated her, choked her to death, and he's running. All because he used her credit cards. No. He's capable to doing anything. He looks very, very guilty in my eyesight. If he go to court, he's going to look so guilty. It's going to be unbelievable. But they don't have nothing to hold him on. SP, just letting you, regardless of some of my posts, still love you. And what you do, you have a gentle but strong spirit. Shalom. Oh, you good? SP, just letting you, regardless. Well, I don't understand that, but I think I understand what you're saying. You're good. The guy body they found, I think they said all those cases are not related. That's what they're saying. But guess what? Why do you think they want this Bryant laundry so bad? Because it's just Gabby? Hey, Deidre, how you doing? Thank you for showing up. She said, I signed the petition. Keep up the great work. I sure will. Thank you for joining us. That's right. They made a big production about Clinton, Bush, and Obama getting it. Oh, and now he has the virus. Yeah, that's just to get him in. Africa, different views. That is what makes the world go around. Yes. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. We are 11 minutes into the hour. I do not want to make a long live. And we will start sharing our lives again and sharing our conversation. We'll have to just gain back what all we lost. Did they really get the jab? mRNA? Mm-hmm. I don't know if they did or didn't. I don't know. So I just wanted to share that with you. Family member wanted us to share it. Like I said, this channel is just like your channel. I will see you guys. She said, I just signed up. I'm doing good, Alice. I'm doing good. Did anyone ever see him come out of his mother's house? I don't know if anyone see this happened back in 1999. So the cell phones wasn't around then. Let me think. Yeah, they was. Cell phones, 1999. Was the cell phones around in 1999? No, the cell phones were around in 1999. I take that back. Cell phones were around in 1999 because, yeah, I remember I had a cell phone in 1999. I made a phone call in 1999. They were very expensive back then, but I did have a cell phone. So I don't know. But I mean, we can look more into it and see what all we come up with. I read as much as I could read up on it. I want to know the whole story. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just because a person is a certain color doesn't mean to me that they're guilty or not guilty. But I just want to know more about it. But I did sign it because I don't believe in the death penalty. And if there is doubt, then, I did not have one, but I knew people who did. Right. I did too. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. Pooh Bear is laying down. I'm going to wake him up and get things rolling. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to have a mob meeting at 1 p.m. Central Time. Please make sure, especially if you're a member, show up. Let's see if we can get this right. We're trying to restore things, and I'm learning at the same time. So be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tyrese Gibson disappeared August the 22nd, 2020. He was last seen at his residence, picked up by a young lady named Brianna. 4 suspects have been arrested in the disappearance of Tyrese Gibson. The 4th suspect will be tried as an adult. Any information can help. If you know anything, please call Jacksonville Police Department, 903-586-2549. If you see something, say something. Hold your power.
Decided to go into pre-law, then journalism, and with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I didn't quit. I prayed. So you will catch a break.